In Kyrgyzstan, leaders from the countries belonging to the Shanghai Cooperation Organization have arrived for talks focusing on regional and world security. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani is taking part as an observer. Afghanistan is also an observer state, and its president, Hamid Karzai, traveled to Bishkek. The SCO members are China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. Azerbaijan's Central Election Commission has approved the signature list and presidential candidacy of the United Opposition candidate, Jamil Hassanli. There was no decision on whether the jailed head of the Republican Alternative Opposition Movement, Ilgar Mammadov, can run in the October presidential election. Longtime incumbent President Ilham Aliyev and 7 others had already been approved. In Tajikistan, relatives of the founder of the New Tajikistan political party were forced to stand outside the courthouse gates during his closed-door trial. Zaid Saidov faces a multitude of criminal charges, from fraud to rape, which he says are politically motivated because he founded an opposition political party. In Ukraine, patients at a Kiev AIDS clinic have handcuffed themselves to beds, refusing to accept a transfer to a temporary hospital while a new one is being built. The building where they are currently treated is to be given to the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. In Pristina, union members working for Kosovo's Post and Telecom have staged a protest against the sell-off of the state-owned company to American and British investors. The protesters say the deal, to be signed in late September, would cause significant job losses. In the Russian Republic of Tatarstan, about 20 pro-Kremlin activists protested in front of Kazan's Turkish consulate against a potential attack on Syria. Turkey, along with the United States, has advocated a military strike against Syria because of a chemical weapons attack in the suburbs of Damascus. The Syrian government and rebels blame each other for the chemical attack. In St. Petersburg, members of the Russian Orthodox Church took part in a large procession down the city's main boulevard, Nevsky Prospect, to celebrate the memory of the saint, Alexander Nevsky. Nevsky is revered for his military victories over German and Swedish forces in the 13th century and has become a symbol of modern Russian patriotism. In Afghanistan, the national soccer team received a huge and happy welcome home after defeating India 2-0 in the South Asian Football Federation Championship. President Hamid Karzai congratulated the team at Kabul's airport earlier in the day. When the Taliban ruled Afghanistan, sports were heavily restricted and stadiums were used for executions. In Turkmenistan, the Presidential Cup International Football Tournament for players under 17 is now in full swing. RFERL's correspondent in Ashgabat reports the large stadium was full of children who were bussed in for the opening ceremony and the match that followed. The stadium was virtually empty for the first match before the opening ceremony. In Kazakhstan, the first Asian Championships for the sport of kokpar, also known as buzkashi, is underway. The sport is somewhat similar to polo, but players on horseback try to score goals with a headless goat carcass rather than using mallets and balls. The tournament in Astana, featuring 9 Central Asian countries, will last 5 days. And that's the news roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.